Hello everyone, a very good evening and welcome to this live session by TalentSprint. This is Gayatri here, and today's session is on SBI Clerk's mains examination preparation. So we are going to be discussing reasoning ability section for the SBI Clerk's mains examination. In the previous sessions we have been focusing on certain topics for the mains examination preparation. So in today's session also we will be focusing on two topics from reasoning ability for the mains examination preparation. So the topics that we are going to be focusing today is puzzles and coding decoding. Keep a pen and paper ready and solve the questions along with me. If you just look at the video and see us solving, it's not going to help. You have to try out the questions on your own, then only it's going to help you with your preparation. And this is the last week of preparation for the SBI Clerk's mains examination. I hope all of you have prepared really well, and last few days, don't panic, don't stress yourself too much. Keep it calm and be confident and go and write the examination this weekend. Okay, so all this preparation that you have done till now is good enough, and this last moment putting too much stress, studying overtime is not going to help us. So take it slow in the last week. Again, if you regularly take mock tests, I always tell you to take mock tests before examination, because these mock tests really help with the preparation. If you take mock tests regularly from Wednesday, let's say Wednesday, don't take mock tests. Last 2 days, let it be. Just revise whatever you have learnt and just skim through all the topics, and that's it. Okay, just before the examination, if you take a mock test and by somehow if you don't do well, that will demotivate you. So, or you will get worried, oh my god, I scored only so much, will I do the same in the actual examination? All these kind of things will start coming to your mind. So last 2 days don't take examinations, just revise. And might be a lot of us we keep notes, right? Just revise through your notes, and just something important stuff you would have noted down, go through all that, and that's it. So another important thing that I wanted to share with you was the IBPS PO notification is out. So we just did a session on the same sometime back, and a lot of you would be planning to apply for the IBPS PO examination. So complete your applications. We have mentioned all the details, when the applications have to be done, when is the exam date, everything is mentioned in that session. So go through the session and start applying for the IBPS PO 2019 as well. And we are also coming up with a study plan, 60-day study plan for the preparation of IBPS PO examination. All those of you who are interested to join this IBPS PO prep, 60 days prep, do subscribe to our channel, and you will get all the details and the notifications as to the study plan. And then we'll be giving you regular content as to what is to be prepared on each day, and we'll be providing you live classes which will complement your study plan. So it will be a complete preparation, complete 60-day preparation for your IBPS PO examination. So do subscribe to the channel and avail these benefits. Okay, yes, and it is for free, there is no charge for the same. So subscribe. That's the only thing that you have to do, and you will get everything. So let's get started. Let's look at the first question for the session. The first question for the session is there on your screen. The first question is on puzzles. What is given here? There are 10 persons, Ashok, Tarun, Shiva, Varma. Okay, 10 people are given, and they are booking tickets for Tamil Nadu Express on 5 different days, starting from Sunday to Thursday, and different time slots are given, 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. Based on whatever is given, you have to find out who is traveling on which day at which time. Take the next 1 or 2 minutes, try to solve this question, and let me know once you are done, and then I will go about solving it. I think I'll get started with the solution. In the meantime, if you guys are still trying, you can continue to try. I'm just taking the next screen. I'll slowly start off. You can look at the screen and look into the screen and solve. What is given here? Study the following information carefully and answer the given question. 10 persons, Ashok, Tarun, Shiva, Varma, Lakshman, Vishwa, Manoj, Prakash, Murali and Shankar are booking tickets for Tamil Nadu Express, but not necessarily in the same order, and have train on 5 different days, starting from Sunday to Thursday of the same week. Persons have train at 2 different time slots, 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. So I am just writing down the days. So the days are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And what are the time slots for which the trains are available? The train is available, it is available either at 11 a.m. or 10 p.m. Murali has the train on Monday at 11 a.m. So where do I place Murali? Murali has train on Monday at 11 a.m. So Murali is here. The number of people who have train between Manoj and Varma is same as the number of people who have train between Shiva and Prakash. I don't know where to place Manoj, I don't know where to place Varma, Shiva, Prakash. So the second line I am not able to use for now. Third one, Tarun has train immediately before Murali. See, Murali is leaving Monday at 11 a.m. So when is Tarun leaving? Tarun is leaving immediate before Murali. So Tarun should leave on Sunday at 10 p.m. So Sunday 10 p.m. Tarun will leave, next day morning Murali is leaving, right, immediately. Immediately after Tarun, that is what is given here. Tarun has the train immediately before Murali. Murali does not have the train on any of the days before Manoj. So what does that mean? Basically, Murali will never travel before Manoj. Or what does that mean? Manoj has to travel before Murali. So where will Manoj come? See, it is given Murali does not have train on any of the days before Manoj, or that means that Manoj will definitely travel before Murali. So where can I place Manoj based on the given information? Manoj can be here. Then the one who has train at 11 a.m. is immediately before Shankar. So what does that mean? The one who has train at 11 a.m. is immediately before Shankar means Shankar is going at 10 p.m. Correct? Because the person who is going at 11 a.m. is immediately before Shankar means Shankar is not at 11 a.m. He is going to be at 10 p.m. Prakash does not have the train at 10 p.m. which means that Prakash has train at 11 a.m. Varma have train on one of the day before Tuesday. So Varma has train on one of the days before Tuesday means where can Varma be? Varma can be here. Then the number of people who have train between Manoj and Varma is same as the number of people who have train between Shiva and Prakash. Number of people who have train between Manoj and Varma, how many people are there between Manoj and Varma? 2 people are there. So similarly, between Shiva and Prakash, right, there will be 2 people. Now all we know is, we don't know where Prakash can be first and then Shiva can come, or Shiva can be first and then Prakash can come. We don't know which order, but there are 2 people. That is what is given, right? The number of people who have train between Manoj and Varma is same as the number of people who have train between Shiva and Prakash. The one who has train at 11 a.m. is immediately before Shankar, yeah, that we have already used. Vishwa does not have the train at 10 p.m. So what does that mean? Vishwa has the train at 11 a.m. Now we don't know which date. Varma does not have train on any of the days after Lakshman. Yes, Varma does not have train on any of the days after Lakshman because Varma is coming before Lakshman for sure. Only 3 people have train between Manoj and Lakshman. Where is Manoj? Manoj is here. 1, 2, 3. 3 people have train between Manoj and Lakshman means this has to be Lakshman. Neither Lakshman nor Manoj does not have train on Thursday. So both of them don't have train on Thursday. That is already taken care of. Only 2 people have train between Vishwa and Shankar. Now where can Vishwa, and it is given Vishwa does not have the train on any of the days after Prakash. Okay. So where can I put Vishwa? See, Vishwa has to have, Vishwa should have the train at 11 a.m. So I am just putting Vishwa here. Vishwa is having the train at 11 a.m. Then what is given? Only 2 people have train between Vishwa and Shankar. So where will Shankar be? 1, 2. So this has to be Shankar. Now if this is Shankar, between this is Shankar at 10 p.m. Then what is given? Between Shiva and Prakash, there has to be 2 people, right? I am just putting Vishwa here and checking. Vishwa is here, only 2 people have train between Vishwa and Shankar. Then it is given, the one who has train at 11 a.m. is immediately before Shankar. Prakash does not have train at 10 p.m. So when will Prakash have train? Prakash will have train here. And because Prakash cannot have at 10 p.m. So Prakash has to be at 11 a.m. Only place where I can keep Prakash is here. So if Prakash is here, 1, 2, this will be Shiva. But it is clearly given here that Vishwa does not have the train on any of the days after Prakash. So this cannot be correct, because if this is the case, Vishwa is having the train after Prakash. So this is wrong. So Vishwa cannot come here. See, this was the point where we stopped. At this point, we had to place Vishwa. First I tried to place Vishwa here, but the arrangement is going wrong. So Vishwa has to be here. Now, if Vishwa is here, then which will be Shankar? 1, 2. This has to be Shankar. Shankar is anyway at 10 p.m. Okay, that is done. Now what is given? Prakash. Again, Prakash has to be at 11 a.m. So obviously this has to be Prakash. And it is said there are 2 people between Prakash and Shiva. So if this is Prakash, 1, 2, this has to be Shiva. And who will the last person be? Ashok. This will be Ashok. And this will be your final arrangement. So the order will be: Sunday it will be Manoj and Tarun, Monday Murali and Verma, Tuesday Lakshman and Shiva, Wednesday Vishwa and Ashok, Thursday Prakash and Shankar. Got it? Okay, so this is the arrangement, this is the order in which you will get. I hope it is clear. Not a very difficult one, I would say. It was, you guys took a bit extra time, but you should not be spending so much time on such a question in the examination. Let's look at the questions that follow. First question: Vishwa and Ashok have train on which of the following day? So I think Uday gave me the answer for this question. Very good. What will be the answer for the first question? Vishwa and Ashok have train on which of the following day? Vishwa and Ashok have train on Wednesday. Option 2 is your answer. Next one: 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and thus form a group. Which of the following person do not belong to the group? Tell me what the answer will be. Prakash, Ashok, Tarun, Shankar, Shiva. Prakash, Ashok, Tarun, Shankar, Shiva. See, Tarun, Shankar, Tarun, Shiva, Ashok, Shankar. They are all going by 10 p.m. Who's the odd one? Prakash. Prakash is going by 11 a.m. So odd one out here will be Prakash. Which of the following persons have train on Tuesday? Who has train on Tuesday? Tuesday is Lakshman and Shiva. Lakshman and Shiva have train on Tuesday. Option 3 is your answer. Next one: how many persons have train after Verma? How many people have train after Mr. Verma? Where was Mr. Verma? Mr. Verma was on Monday. Here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people have train after Mr. Verma. Which of the following statement is true as per the given information? Ashok has train after 6 persons. Murali and Shiva have the train on the same day. 3 people have train between Verma and Ashok. 5 people have train after Lakshman. All the statements are false. Murali and Shiva don't have the train on the same day. Murali was with Mr. Verma. Then Ashok has train before 6 persons. Let's check that. Ashok is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Ashok has train before 7 people. So the first option is also wrong. 3 persons have train between Verma and Ashok. 3 people have train between, where is Verma? Verma is here. 1, 2, 3. 3 people have train between Verma and Ashok. That is correct. So here also the correct answer will be option 3. 5 people have trained after Lakshman. 3 people have trained, 5 persons have trained after Lakshman. Where is Lakshman? Let's just check that also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that is also correct, na? 5 people have trained after Lakshman. 3 persons have trained between Varma and Ashok. That's right. Now 5 persons have trained after Lakshman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is right. 4 is also correct. Actually 3 and 4 are correct. Yes, Ashok has trained after 6 persons. See, Ashok has trained after 7 people. So that is definitely wrong. Murali and Shiva are not going on the same day. That is also wrong. Here actually 3 and 4 are correct. 5 persons have trained after Lakshman is also correct, because based on whatever we have got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 and 4 are correct here. In the actual examination, don't worry. You will never get such a case where 2 options are correct. Only one has to be correct. But here, based on whatever is given, these 2 options are working. Might be they should have given an option here 3 and 4. Right? Then we could have chosen that as the answer. So here 2 options are coming correct. Okay. Alright, so now before we move on to the next question, since we are solving puzzles, another very important tip that I would like to give you when it comes to the SBI Clerk's mains examination is, especially the reasoning ability section is, see, from the reasoning ability section you can expect questions from directions, coding, decoding, blood relations, then puzzles. So always attempt or coded inequalities. These are common topics that are asked. So attempt questions which are easier first, and if the puzzle is easy, solve it, or keep the puzzles towards the end. At least the difficult ones, do not waste your time on difficult questions in the beginning and get stuck, and you will not realize that you are spending so much time on a question. So keep the puzzles towards the end and solve the easy questions first. Okay, because what will happen is, if you start from the beginning and sometimes very difficult puzzles appear in the beginning, what happens is students will sit and solve the puzzle, waste a lot of time there, and by the time they start solving the remaining questions, they will not be even able to reach the end of the paper, and lot of easy questions sometimes might appear towards the end of the paper. So difficult questions, keep it towards the end. Otherwise, if you are stuck with a puzzle, don't waste your time trying it again and again. If you feel it's taking too much of time, leave it for now. Come back to it later. Next one. So the next question that we are going to do is on coding, decoding. Now this is a little different type of question, not a very commonly seen type. So I thought I will solve it in the session today. What is given here? Consider the following steps for the given input and read the instructions to reach the last step. Okay, so there are some instructions given here. See, we have solved questions on digit symbol coding, right? It is something of that sort. So there is a thing like this that is given. Okay, so let me just draw it, might be here, so that you can read the question. Start reading the whatever directions is given there. In the meantime, I'll just draw this figure here for you so that it's easier for us to discuss. And let me just look at the arrows, how it is given. Okay. Yes, so this is the complete question. Now read this, and this is the input that is given. Now when such an input is given, they have given us what are the steps to follow. So, and based on that, questions are asked. See, let us just look at a sample question also. Now they are asking what is the sum total of all the numbers in the third row in step 2. So basically there is an input that is given here, which is like this, and some kind of coding is happening in each step. Once that is done, questions is asked based on that. So with this given information, try to find out the different steps. Just take the next 1 or 2 minutes, try to read the given directions clearly, and try to do the required rearrangements and get the final step. I'll just start solving it. So this was the input that was given to us, and what has to be done? In step 1, interchange the elements in the input. In input as arrows mentioned. So your step 1 will be, based on the arrows you have to interchange the elements and draw. So GF3 will come here, this will be F5, this will be OQ4, JI7, and this will be K6, this will be N3, this will be SH2, and this is E9. This is your step 1. So that's how you do. Go step by step with the given information. Try to rearrange them, or see in the step 2 they are saying that if both letters are consonant and the number is more than or equal to 2, then consonants change to the next letter in the English alphabetical series and become double. So follow each of that. So step 2. What will happen in step 2? What are they saying? If both the letters are consonant and the number is more than or equal to 2, then consonants change to the next letter in the English alphabetical series and numbers become double. So let's first try out all such cases. See, in the examination you can try it simultaneously because you will have the question and the question in the same page, right? Since I am doing it in two different the question is on another page and I am solving it here, I will be going one by one cases. Okay, first case was 2 consonants and a number. In that case, the consonants will change to the next letter in the English alphabet and the numbers will double. So here if you see, there are 2 consonants and a number. So 2 consonants means what will happen to the consonants? After G it will be H, after F it will be G, and 3 will become 6. The consonants will change change to the next consonant in the English alphabet. So after G is H, after F is G, and 3 will double. So this will become 6. Similarly, where are 2 consonants, which other case is there here? 2 consonants and 1 number. So this S will become what? S will become P, Q, R, S, and then it will be T, and H will become I. After H, I, and 2 will double. So 2 will become 4. So these are the only 2 cases where there are 2 consonants and 1 number. Now what was the next case? If there is 1 vowel and 1 consonant, then subtract 2 from the number and drop the consonant. So look at this one. There is 1 vowel and 1 consonant. So what should you do? You have to subtract 2 from the given number and drop the consonant. So O you keep it as such and it will become 2 here. The vowel you keep it as such, drop the consonant and subtract the number by 2. And which other case is there? See here, JI7. J is a consonant, I is a vowel. So what will you do? Drop the consonant, keep the vowel as such and subtract 2 from the number. So this will be I5. Next, only these two are there which satisfy the second case. Third one, if there is a single consonant, then add 2 to the number and consonant changes to the previous letter in the English alphabetical series. If there is a single consonant, add 2 to the number and the consonant changes to previous letter in the English alphabet. Consonant is here, right? Add 2 to the number means this will become 6 plus 2, 8, and the consonant changes to the previous consonant. So before K it is J. Similarly here, add 2 to the number. So 3 will become 5 and N will become M. Again F5, F will become E. 1 consonant before, and one second, if there is a single consonant, then add 2 to the number and the consonant changes to the previous letter in the English alphabetical series, right? Previous letter only, not previous consonant. If they had mentioned previous consonant, then you can't write E. That's why I rechecked. It is given if there is a single consonant, then add 2 to the number and the consonant changes to the previous letter in the English alphabet. So letter means you have to put previous letter is E, and this will be E7. And the last case, case 4, wherein there is a single vowel, then subtract 3 from the number and vowel changes to the next vowel in the English alphabetical series. So here it is E. After E, which is the next vowel? I. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So after E, next one will be I, and from this 9 you have to subtract 3. So this will become 6. This is your step 2. What is the procedure to do step 3? Let us see that. Step 3 is again has been derived by repeating step 2. So you have to repeat step 2 to arrive at step 3. So again, same thing you have to follow. If both the letters are consonant and there is a number more than or equal to 2, then the consonant change to the next letter in the English alphabetical series and the numbers become double. Let us follow the same procedure. See here I have 2 consonants and 1 number. So this will become, H will become I, G will become H, and 6 will become 12. Then there is no other case, right? No other block which satisfy case 1. So now let's move on to case 2. If there is one vowel and one consonant, then subtract 2 from the number and drop the consonant. So here I have one vowel and one consonant. So subtract 2 from the number. So 4 will become 2 and drop the consonant. So you will have only I. Then next is the case where you have one consonant and one number. In that case, add 2 to the number and the consonant changes to the previous letter in the English alphabet. So I have J8, right? So here add 2 to the number. So 8 plus 2 is 10, and the consonant will become one letter before. So H-I-J, correct? So this will be I. And here I have M5. So this will become, M5 will become 7, M will become L. Now these are vowels, cases of vowels. So second case is also done. Let us look at the third case is also done. Now let us look at the fourth case. If there is a single vowel, then subtract 3 from the number and the vowel changes to the next vowel. So what will I become? Which are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. So I will become O. So here O will come, and 5 minus 3, that is 2. Similarly, I will become O. 6 minus 3, that is 3. E will become I, and 7 minus 3, that is 4. And O will become U, and 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. This is minus 1. So this is your step 3, and you are done. There are only 3 steps. Step 3 has been derived by repeating step 2 again. Okay. So these are your steps. Now let's look at the questions that follow. What is the sum of all the numbers of the third row in step 2? What is the sum of all the numbers of the third row in step 2? Which is step 2? This is step 2, third row. What is the sum of all the numbers? 5 plus 6 plus 7, 18. 18 is the sum of all the numbers in step 2. Which of the following represents the first element in the third row in step 3? Which of the following represents the first element in third row in step 3? Which is the first element in third row in step 3? O2. Option C. Are all of you getting these answers? What is the sum of all the numbers of third column in step 3? Sum of all the numbers of third column in step 3. This one. Third column is this. What is the sum of the numbers? Minus 1 plus 7 plus 4. That is nothing but 7 plus 3, that is 10. 10. How many distinct vowels are there in step 2? How many distinct vowels are there in step 2? In step 2 you have I, here you have O, and then you have E. So in step 2 you have 3 vowels, I, O and E. How many distinct vowels? Your unique vowels. So 3 is the answer. What is the sum of all the numbers in step 3? What is the sum of all the numbers in step 3? You have 12 plus 2 plus minus 1 plus 10 plus 7 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That's your answer. What is the answer that you will get? First question answer is 18, then 10. What will be the answer for this one? 39. Yes, that's correct. 39 is correct, option B. 39 will be your answer. Moving on to the next question. The next question is on, again, coding decoding, where you have a symbol coding and 2 number codings that is given. What is given here? Study the following information below and answer the following questions. In a certain code language, India won the Asian Cup is written as follows. Rohit scored highest runs is written as follows. Matches were held in Dubai is written as follows. Bhuvi got highest wickets is written as follows. The code for the word Bhuvi is dash. Try to find out the logic behind this coding. And let me know if you are able to crack any one, either the first number logic or the second number logic or the symbol logic. Any one if you are able to crack, please do let me know. Anyone got the logic? Could anyone tell me what the logic is? What logic is used for the symbol coding or any of the number codings? Another very important thing to keep in mind when it comes to questions on coding, decoding, when you have such symbol coding, number coding, letter coding all involved, right? Many times it is not possible to find out all the logics for all the coding given, right? Like for the symbol coding, what is the logic? What is the logic for the number coding that is given, or what is the logic for the letter coding given? Most of the times it will not be possible for us to find out all the logics. First of all, we are writing a mains examination, so question difficulty level is going to be little high, and they will not give you very straightforward coding where you will very easily be able to find the answer. See, it's not necessary that you have to completely crack the question and find out all the logic involved at arriving at the code. Read the question, read the subsequent question, and see whether sometimes even cracking one logic, like let's say I crack the symbol logic alone for a particular question and read the subsequent questions that follow. Many times just using the symbol logic that I have understood, I'll be able to find out the answers. Or one number logic you are able to crack. Just using that, many times you will be able to get the answer. Even one or two, if you are able to crack, you will be able to solve all the subsequent questions. So try to do that. If the logic is really difficult, if all the logics are really difficult to crack, at least try to find out what can be the logic behind any one, like the symbol coding or the letter coding, and try to solve the questions using that. Many times that works. Look at this question. What is given here? The code for buvy is dash. Where is buvy? Buvy is here. So one of these has to be the code for buvy. Now again we have to, there are what is there here? There is one number, one symbol and one number again. First number, one symbol and another number. Yes, so Uday says he's got 5 letter, means it is dollar. The symbol, okay, let me tell you how is the symbol coding done here. So the logic for the symbol coding that is done here is that in every word, look at the number of vowels in each word. See, there are 3 vowels here, 1, 2, 3. So for that a particular symbol is being used. Similarly, if you look at this word Rohit, there are 2 vowels. So for these 2 vowels there is a particular symbol that is being used. Okay, so 3 vowels in India. So see what they have done is, for 3 vowels, wherever there are 3 vowels in a word, see it needn't be unique vowels. That is another thing that we have to look into. Here they are not looking into unique vowels. There are 3 vowels. I is repeated twice and A is there. Wherever you have 3 vowels, they have used the symbol dollar. Wherever you have 2 vowels, they have used the symbol hash. And wherever you have 1 vowel, they have used the symbol at the rate of. Might be the symbol logic at the first itself might be difficult for us to crack, right? How do you out of the blue say that this is the logic that is followed without even knowing which is the code for like Rohit's code is what? Without even knowing that, how do I find this out? Let us look at the numbers. So the first thing that we have to try is the numbers. See how many letters are there in this word India? India has 5 letters in the word. Out of this 5 letters are there. So what is 5 into 2? 5 2s are 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. This is the first number. The coding for the first number is like this. So if I have a word 1, how many letters are there? 3 letters are there. So what is 3 into 2? 6. 6 minus 1, that will be 5. So whatever starts with 5 will be the code for 1. Code for 1 has to start with 5. Similarly, this also has to start with 5. It has to start with 5. Asian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 2s are 10 minus 1. So it has to start with 9. Similarly, cup has to start with 5. That is the logic that has been followed. That is the logic for the first number in the code. Here, Rohit's code. So code has how many letters? 6 letters, right? 6 into 2 minus 1. So 11. 11 hash 9 will be for scored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2s are 11. Sorry, 6 2s are 12 minus 1, that is 11. So 11 hash 9, because there is only one thing which starts with 11. So this has to be the code for scored. So very clearly I can say scored is 11 hash 9. And now if you see, there are 2 vowels here, and when there are 2 vowels, the symbol is hash. So the logic for symbol is like this, and the logic for the first number, right? How are you arriving at the first number? The logic there is number of letters into 2 minus 1. Now let's find out what is the logic for the last letter that we have found here. How do we find that out? See, let us again look at the word India. What is the middle letter here? D, correct? D is the fourth letter from the beginning in the English alphabet, alphabetical order. Now, what will be reverse of D when you take the alphabetical order from the end, like I calculate from Z, right? Position of D is 4. Reverse of that will be which letter? The letter which is in the 23rd position. So you have to put 23. Is it clear? See, what is the position of D in the English alphabet? It is 4, right? Now, A, B, C, D. Let me write it a bit neatly. I have A, B, C, D, E, F and so on. And if I am writing it in reverse, I will have Z, U, V, W, X, Y, Z like that. Position of D is 4. Position of D is 4 from the beginning. So Z is 26, 25, 24, 23. Right? So I am putting this 23 here in the code. Basically I find out which is the middle letter and I find out the position of the opposite letter to that. Basically the letter that will come in the same place when I arrange the alphabets in the reverse order, and the position of that. Right, this 23 is written in the code. So that's how I get $9.23 for India. Clear? What's the question here now? Okay, now this is again another confusion that you can get is, now India, it's very easy. I just found out which is the middle letter. It was D. I wrote 23. But now if I have a word like scored, right, S-C-O-R-E-D, here there are 6 letters. Then how will I find out the middle letter? In that case, the logic to be used is, you have how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 by 2 plus 1. Look at that letter and take the reverse of that. So 6 by 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Take the fourth letter, find the reverse of that. So which is the fourth letter here? It is, okay, first of all the word that we are looking for is scored. So scored will be, it will start with what? Scored is 11 hash 9, we already found that out, right? So 11 we found out, hash also we have found out. How are we getting 9? So here you take R, correct? If you look at R, you have R, then S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Exactly 9. So opposite of R, the whichever letter will come, when you arrange it in reverse, that will be in the position 9. So that's how you put 9 there. Okay, you consider R. This 4 represents that. You have to consider the fourth letter, find the reverse letter of that and find its position and write that down. This is the logic involved. Now let's look at the first question. I hope the logics are clear. We found out the logic for the symbol, the logic for the first number and the logic for the second number. First question says, find the code for boovi. So word boovi, where is it? It is here. How many vowels are there? 2 vowels are there, so definitely a hash has to come, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters are there, so 5 2s are 10 minus 1, so 9 should be in the beginning, so it should start with 9 hash. Now look at the question given here. You have, see, this third logic is actually a bit difficult, right, to identify. Even if I am getting these 2 logics, I can just cross check now. See, boovi got highest wickets is coded as follows. In this code, definitely this 9 hash is there, and there is only one such code which starts with 9 hash, and that is 9 hash 6. So obviously 9 hash 6 has to be your answer. You can mark that directly as your answer. So this was what I was trying to say, that many times all the 3 logics, see here there are 3 logics involved, 1 symbol logic and 2 letter logic. All these 3 might not be easy all the time to find out. In this case, all the logics are a bit difficult only, but many times there will be at least one logic which will be easy, 1 or 2. So whichever are the easier ones, try to crack that. Most of the times using that itself you will be able to arrive at the answer. So here we know it is going to start with 9 hash, and definitely this 9 hash 6 is the only one that starts with 9 hash in this complete sentence code. So that has to be your matching answer. Directly mark that as your answer. If there was one more which starts with 9 hash, then we have a confusion. But here that is not the case. Very clearly there is only one which starts with 9 hash. Mark that as your answer. Next one. Find the code for the word stump. So the stump is not there. Is that there in the given question? It's not there. So for answering this question, again, if none of these is not there as one of the options, even if we know one or two logic like the symbol coding and one number coding, then we can still answer. But since this none of this is there, it's a risk always. So if we are unable to get all the logic, what will be the coding here that will come? Stump, S-T-U-M-P. 5 letters are there, so 5 into 2, 10 minus 1. So the first number will be 9. How many vowels are there? Only one vowel is there. When you have only one vowel, you will lose at the rate of as the. So obviously this has to be your answer. Anyway, these 3 are eliminated. This has to be your answer, but still that since there is none of these, if we know the third, there is this second number logic also, it will be better. But in the examination, if you are just don't have the time, you can take a chance by marking this as your answer. But it is not necessary that it's always true. That's also there. It's a risk that you will have to take. What will be the third, what will be the number that will come here? See, you have S-T-U-M-P. So opposite to U will be which one? See, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So basically the letter which is in the 6th position will be opposite to Z. That will be 6. This is going to be your answer, option A again. Next. What is the code for Rohit wickets? So Rohit wickets. Where is Rohit? Rohit word is here. And see, we know what we know is Rohit code has to start with 9 for sure, right? 5 letters are there in this word. 5 letters are there, 5 twos are 10 minus 1. So it should start with a 9. And how many vowels are there? There are 2 vowels. So the symbol should be hash. So looking at the codes, which has to be your answer? 9 hash 19. Definitely has to be the code of, the code for Rohit. That is done. So look at the options which has 9 hash 19. This does not have, this does not have, these two have. So one of this has to be the answer most likely. Then we are looking at the word wickets. So when you have the word wickets, how many vowels are there? 2 vowels are there. So again you will have a symbol is hash and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 twos are 14 minus 1, that is 13. So 13 hash something will come. Again you have 13 hash 16 and 13 hash 19. Now which one out of this? For that we need the third logic. Without that we cannot find out because the options are also like that. Yes. So what was the third logic that we discussed? See, you have the middle word here is K. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Middle word here is K. So what will come opposite to K? See, I hope that logic that I discussed is clear. 1 second, let me just write it down. See, opposite of A is Z, opposite of B is Y, opposite of C is X. Like that, what will be opposite of K? Opposite of K will be P. And what is the position of P? Till this is 13, 14, 15, 16. Position of P is 16. So this 16 is what you write here. Okay? That is what I was doing for the previous questions also. I didn't write it down like this, hoping that you all know this already. So in one of the questions, there was D. What is position of D? 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposite of that is W. What is the position of W? 23. So that's what we wrote against D. Same, this is the method that we followed. So 13 hash 16 will be the code for wickets. So your answer here will be option C. 13 hash 16 and 9 hash 19. So like this, for some questions, only if you know all the 3 logics, you will be able to crack it based on the options also given. See, all this depends on the options and the question given. Sometimes using 1 or 2 logics itself, you will be able to arrive at the answers. Here I have to find out all the 3 logics, all the 3 coding, and then only I will be able to arrive at the answer. Clear? Next one. What could be the code for LBW? What could be the code for LBW? How many letters are there? 3 letters are there. So 3 into 2 minus 1, that is 5. It will start with 5. All the options are starting with 5. Are there any vowels at all? No vowels are there. I know if there is one vowel, then I have to use @ of. If I have two vowel, then I have to use hash. If I have three vowel, then I have to use $. So this will not be my answer. This will not be my answer. This will not be my answer. This will not be my answer, because I have @ of, hash, $, and hash. There is only one option which is different. I am using a different symbol which is not there here at all. Basically here I have no word which has no vowel. So obviously this has to be my answer. See, for example, for solving this question, even if I couldn't find out all the logic and I could understand only about the symbol that is given, I would have got the answer for this easily, right? I just have to look at the symbols. Even this I needn't know. If I look at the symbols, I know @ is used for one vowel, 2 is used for, hash is used for two vowels, and so on. So for this LBW, there are no vowels. So these symbols can never come. So obviously this has to be my answer. So here I am not actually solving, I needn't solve the full logic to arrive at the answer. Depending upon the question, sometimes you will be able to arrive at the answer without solving the full logic. So this is what I was trying to explain earlier as well. Answer is E here. Next. Moving on to the next question. Next we are going to solve a question on puzzles again. What is given here? Study the following information given below and answer the questions based on it. Each of 5 students, A, B, C, D and E, and 5 students 5 topics: percentages, mensuration, simplification, profit loss, time and distance, in a week starting from Monday and ending on Friday. Exactly 5 topics were studied on each of these 5 days. No 2 of which are the same. No student studied more than one topic on any of the 5 days. C studied simplification on Tuesday. D studied time and distance on Wednesday. He didn't study percentages on Thursday. E studied profit and loss on Monday. A studied the same topic on Monday which D studied on Friday. The topic was not simplification. B studied percentages, mensuration and profit and loss on Monday, Wednesday and Friday respectively. C studied the same topic on Monday which A studied on Friday. Based on this given information, you have to find out who is studying what topic on which day, and then you have to solve the questions that follow. Take the next 2-3 minutes, try to get the order correct, and then we will start solving the question. What is given here? Study the following information and answer the questions given below. So there are 5 students. So let me just write down the students. I have A, B, C, D and E, and they are studying 5 different topics in a week starting from Monday to Friday. Exactly 5 topics were studied on each 5 days, and no 2 of which were same. No student studied more than one topic in any of the 5 days. So basically what are they saying? In this 5 days, which are the 5 days? I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. These are the 5 days in which they are preparing. And what they are trying to say is that, let's say if B is studying simplification on this day, on Monday, nobody else will do simplification, only B will do simplification. And if B has done simplification on Monday, then he will not do it again in any of the other days. He has other subjects to look at, right? He has mensuration, profit and loss, percentages, time and distance, etc. So that is what they have given. Just keep that in mind and start solving. Let us go sentence by sentence. No student, okay, till this we have done. C studied simplification on Tuesday. So C is studying simplification. I am just writing short forms here. C is studying simplification on Tuesday. D studied time and distance on Wednesday. So D is studying time and distance on Wednesday. He didn't study percentages on Thursday. So I am just noting that down here. D will not study percentages on Thursday. Okay, D will not study percentages on Thursday. Then E studied profit and loss on Monday. So E studied profit and loss. I am just writing it as P and L on Monday. A studied the same topic on Monday which D studied on Friday. So if I am saying A is studying X on Monday, D is studying X on Friday. A studied the same topic on Monday which D studied on Friday. I am just putting X here. I don't know which topic it is. For now I am just taking it as X. the topic was not simplification. So I also know that this X is not simplification. B studied percentages, mensuration and profit and loss on Monday, Wednesday and Friday respectively. So B studied percentages, mensuration and profit and loss on Monday, Wednesday and Friday respectively. C studied the same topic on Monday which A studied on Friday. C studied the same topic on Monday, let us take it as Y, which is the same topic A studied on Friday. These two are same basically. So this is only what is given. Based on this, look at the questions that are given. Which topic did A study on Tuesday? Who studied percentages on Wednesday? You have to find out the entire order, like who is studying which topic on which day, that you have to find out. How do we do that? Let us try to start with B. Now if I start with B, what do I understand? B has done Monday percentages, Wednesday mensuration and Friday profit and loss. Now two topics are left for B. One is simplification, other is time and distance. Can I put simplification here? I cannot, because in Tuesday already C is studying simplification. So where will simplification come? This has to be simplification. If this is simplification, then obviously this has to be T and D. So now B is completely done. Similarly, look at this Tuesday. Can we try and see if we can fill Tuesday? You have time and distance here, simplification here. Now here what can come? Okay, before that let us try to find out what can be the value of X. That is another thing that we can find out, right? See, I know X is not simplification, they have given. X is not simplification, we know that for sure. Also, X cannot be percentages. Why can't X be percentages? Because percentages is already here. So X is something different. Okay. Similarly, X cannot be profit and loss. X cannot be profit and loss, because profit and loss is there already here. And X can also not be time and distance, because D has studied time and distance here and D is studying X here. So X is also not time and distance. So what will X be? Obviously X has to be the fifth one, which is mensuration. Right? See, X cannot be any of these four based on whatever information is given to us. So obviously X has to be mensuration. So this is mensuration. So this will also be mensuration. So one more information we have got. We have found out what is X. Now if this X is already found out, then what will come here? Easier to find out. See here, mensuration is done, percentages is done, profit and loss is done on Monday. I have two more topics, time and distance and simplification. Can time and distance come here? No, it cannot. So this has to be simplification. Again, simplification cannot come here because already it's there here. So if this is simplification, then what will this be? This has to be time and distance. And if this is time and distance, then this Y is also time and distance. Now look at D. For D, I know this is simplification, time and distance, and this is mensuration. And for D, I know D will not do percentages on Thursday. So D has to do percentages on Tuesday. So what will this come? This will be profit and loss. D is also done. Try to find out here. Can we try? See, this is time and distance, Friday. Time and distance, profit and loss, mensuration is done. This cannot be simplification because simplification is done by C here itself. So this cannot be simplification. So this has to be simplification. And if this is simplification, what will this be? This will be percentages. And similarly, try to fill the others based on this information that is given, and you will be able to get it also. Look at C. C, we have time and distance, simplification, percentages. So mensuration, can mensuration come here? No. So mensuration has to be here, and what will be here? This will be profit and loss. That is the only one remaining. Again, here we have to fill. Here you have profit and loss, simplification, time and distance is done, percentages is done. So what will be remaining? See, profit and loss can't come, time and distance can't come, percentage can't come, simplification can't come. So this has to be mensuration. And if this has to be mensuration, what can this be? Again, here it has to be either percentages or it has to be time and distance. Again, time and distance is already here. So this has to be percentages, and this has to be time and distance. Last one. Here mensuration is done, percentages is done, simplification is done, time and distance is done. So profit and loss will come here. Here you have percentages, time and distance, profit and loss, mensuration, and the last one will be simplification. And here you have time and distance, profit and loss, mensuration, simplification, and this will be percentages. So this will be your final arrangement. Now let's look at the questions that follow. First question, which topic did A study on Tuesday? Which topic did A study on Tuesday? A studied profit and loss on Tuesday. Correct? A studied profit and loss on Tuesday. Who studied percentages on Wednesday? Who studied percentages on Wednesday? E studied percentages on Wednesday. What did E study on Friday? E studied on Friday simplification. Who studied profit and loss on Wednesday? Who studied profit and loss on Wednesday? C studied profit and loss on Wednesday. What did C study on Thursday? What did C study on Thursday? C studied mensuration. C studied mensuration on Thursday. So these are your answers for the question. So with that, we are coming to an end of the questions chosen for the session. Any doubts in any of the questions that we solved? Anything that was not clear to you? So puzzles is a very important topic when it comes to the SBI Clerks mains examination. Same way coding decoding is also very important. Questions on coding decoding, like I said, depending upon the questions that are, if it is advanced coding decoding questions where you have number, symbol and letter coding involved, depending upon the question, might be with one or two logics. If you are able to crack itself, you will be able to arrive at the answers. So do that depending upon the question. Sometimes if the logic is very difficult, you are unable to crack it, don't waste your time there, keep it towards the end and come back to it later. There are also times where the logics are very difficult that you are not even able to crack one. So take a decision depending upon the question in the examination. I hope these two topics were clear to all of you. Karthik, so we have posted a lot of videos on coding decoding. You can just, we have created playlists on reasoning ability. In that, go to coding decoding topic. We are uploading videos there. You can refer to those videos for now. And if any of you are preparing for the IBPS PO mains examination, do join our IBPS PO 60 days preparation plan, which is starting next week. And all the questions will be like the video lessons, live classes, everything will be streamlined as per the study plan, 60-day study plan, and we will be posting content regularly for your preparation and supporting you with live classes for your preparation. So do join that. So that is it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Bye.